Hello everyone, welcome back to YK Reviews. For today's video, a bit of a old school movie review. We're going to be talking about The Terminal, starring Tom Hanks, so let's get into it. So when it comes to this movie, this is basically based on a true story starring Tom Hanks, and essentially what the movie is about, he is a foreigner coming into New York. But the problem is that when he arrives at New York, the country he is originally from is in a civil war. His country has officially been shut down, so his passport, his visa, everything has all become invalid due to what's happening in his country. So he can't go back to his country, nor can he step out of the airport to visit New York City. So he's essentially stuck at the airport, living at the airport. And right off the bat, I've seen this movie maybe 3 times now. When I first saw it, it was during like the pandemic and everything. It was on Netflix, it was recommended. So me and my wife checked it out, and I really enjoyed the movie itself. And I enjoyed the movie so much, I watched it again, and I most recently watched it this year. And I love this movie because of how wholesome it is, how wholehearted it is. Tom Hanks, who's playing the main character, who's playing the foreigner coming into New York, he just portrays him so well. He's just so lovable in the movie. The accent, the innocence of him, the way he goes about throughout the whole movie, he's just so lovable, and he's so nice to watch and enjoy and see what he gets up to since he's stuck at the airport, basically. Since he is stuck at the airport, obviously he's going to interact with different people, different workers at the airport. You have 3 workers who are there who at first think he's a CIA spy, and then once they finally get to know him, you have the janitor, you have the person that works with the luggage, and you have the person that drives the vehicles around the airport. They start getting to know him, and then because he's literally there for 9 months in that airport, so once he gets to know these people, you see him get the help, because you're at the airport, he has no money, he has to work his way to try and get money to try and pay for food, to try and pay for just living there day to day. And so the people he interacts with that help him out throughout the movie, it's so nice to see. It's nice to see the bond that he gets with these characters, and it was nice to see how they start off with being suspicious of him to then eventually helping him live at the airport. It was really nice to see. And obviously, since he is at the airport itself is I feel it's an actual character in the movie itself, because now obviously you have this big airport, you have so much things to do there, you have so many different areas to explore, and that's what I liked in the movie, is that they explored so many different aspects and so many different areas of the airport for him to stay at, for him to live in. The way he portrayed himself as the helpless person who needs to figure out what to do, it just was portrayed so well by Tom Hanks. And as I mentioned with the characters, because you have these characters who are fun and lovable at the same time, who have that interaction. You have the janitor, who I thought was a really standout character, hilarious, funny, and then what he did in the movie as well, I won't go into spoilers, but I found really charming and heartwarming. You have another character, Diego Luna's character. You have his little quest, what he does for Tom Hanks and what Tom Hanks does in return for him. It was just really cute and really enjoyable to see. And then you also have Tom Hanks. He has a little side story with a female character in the movie as well, and I thought that was really cute. But the main thing that I really enjoyed with Tom Hanks's character too is that you have the commissioner of the airport who told him the news about how his country has shut down. So he tries to play mind games with him. He's tried to force him to leave the airport so that he can arrest him. There's things that he does throughout the movie, good things and bad things throughout the movie itself, to try and test Tom Hanks's character. But the way Tom Hanks's portrayal of this character, you make him love him so much more throughout the whole movie with what he does when the commissioner tries to trick him or try to play mind games with him or tests his limit. Basically, you really enjoy that interaction with them, which I just found so lovable, and it's what I enjoyed so much about the movie, and which is why I rewatch it so many times, because of how he wants to be portrayed, how he interacts with every single character in the movie, whether it's somebody he, like a female character he likes, whether it's the workers, whether it's the commissioner, even just random like civilians in the airport too. It's great to watch and it's great to see. And I also have to give a shout out to like the props department, the art department, who actually like, because you find out actually that this airport is actually built, it's like a built set, it's not a real airport, which I just found so amazing. Like the attention to detail that they put into this movie and into like the actual scenery in the airport, I thought was so well done because of how realistic it looks. And I was genuinely surprised at how amazing it looks at the airport, how everything looks realistic, the attention to detail, as I mentioned, like just like small things like the shops, the interior, just everything about it. You have to appreciate the work that went into that movie. And what I think made the movie for me, as well as like everything that ties in, is the reason he went to New York, the reason why he's in New York, the reason why he wants to like leave the airport and like just go see New York. The reasons for it was so heartwarming and so special. It really just made the movie for me. Everything just tied in with it, and I just found the reasoning for it, like the plot of that, it perfected the movie for me, to be honest. It was so emotional and so heartwarming that I loved what they did with it. And that's just one of the reasons why I rewatched this movie so much, because of like the reasons for it and the way Tom Hanks explains it. It just came across so amazing. This is one of those movies that you honestly have to see, because it's so well done and it's so heartwarming to watch. Tom Hanks kills it in this movie, and it's definitely a movie I highly recommend. It's very enjoyable. So if you have seen the movie, let me know down in the comment section below. If you haven't, honestly, go watch the movie. It should be on Netflix, as I want to watch it on Netflix. I'm not 100% sure if it's still on there or not. If it is, watch it on Netflix. If not, find like a streaming website or a streaming service that does have it. You won't be disappointed, I guarantee you that. But this is my take on The Terminal, starring Tom Hanks. Thank you so much for watching though. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any videos. This is YK Reviews. Thank you so much again.